I'm pretty sure we won. Hang on. What am I currently capturing? Oh god, I've got too many tabs. Okay. Gonna be a quick break. But also, I want to get through the Dokis. Hang on, I'm touching. Okay. My mouse sometimes moves around and I get scared. When I'm not touching the mouse, it wiggles. It's because I run my finger across the front of the controller on the touchpad on the PlayStation controller I'm using. But it scares me every time. For some reason, they made it so the touchpad moves the mouse. I don't know why. It's very difficult to use. Should have Dokis up soon, and then there's going to be a quick break while we look at Dokis. Observe the Dokis. Multiple Dokis. Inbound. Are we seeing this? We're seeing this. Okay, you weebs have fun looking at this shit. Quick break. Animes are here. We need to catch Legis up with the developing situation around this claim. Hang on, I screenshotted this because it made me laugh so much. We just we need to quickly let me before we start the Doki Club. Here's where we left off the last stream, which kind of happened after the stream had finished. SS Blue Potato showed up. Says Yuri's garbage. Okay. Natsuki's best girl, no cap. Yuri trash tier. I say, please explain this strange opinion. Amor can't believe it. He's flawed. I say I'm confused. Blue Potato says, Natsuki like anime, manga, and baking. That's everything a weeb could love! And a Japan word? Japan word? Hang on. I'll spell the Japan word. Okay, this thing is adorable. Prove me wrong! And the auto mod catches that. Yeah, you got it. I think I spelled it wrong. Oh no, he spelled it wrong. It's fine. the auto mod caught it and he got mad and he said, what's wrong with the message? I didn't cuss or anything. And then he disappeared. I told him I'm sorry, but it's too late. He's already gone. Amor has a detailed text about why Yuri is the best girl, but we can't see it until we've beaten the game. I tell him that animes scare me. He says he's waiting for the animes to become real. And I tell him I believe. That's where we left off. It was a beautiful moment. And I wanted to share it with everyone. I hope you don't mind, Amor. I just loved it. I don't know. I just love the man going in here to argue with us about animus. I screenshot it. Sometimes I bring it up and just laugh. It's good. I'm sure if he'd seen the document, he'd have had to admit. P2 is lurking somewhere. P2 left for about half an hour ago. So hopefully they won't miss too much. But if they can, at this point, gonna have to check the dang VOD. So we're rebels here. We don't play by the rules. We know Yuri's the best girl. We don't know about the Japanese word. I've also forgot the voices I was doing for everyone again. I was thinking about something from... Oh, Sayori's the one we hit. I remember this. Dang, is Monica... Are you having conflicting thoughts here? Conflicting thoughts? Are you Team Monica now? I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... I sense dissent in the ranks here. I thought we were decided, but then... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day, Yuri has to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I mean, we established this, right? We established this off screen. This is fine. We hit Sayori. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. I like that the main character says jeez a lot. That's the only thing I like about the main character. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never gonna happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori? I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone's different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation tails off and I'm left feeling awkward. I'm always feeling awkward when I play the Doki Doki game. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. I've got to tell her that Yuri's best girl. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time? Do we get to do a poem? Okay, hang on. We have a poem. I have a lot of tabs open, so it might take me a minute to find the poem. We're going back to the old well, which is Robbie Ratcliffe. An electronic game information. And we're going to do a dark poem this time, because we want to impress Yuri specifically. So please enjoy this dark poem, while I try and pick all the sad words, or all the long words, I think is the... Is that correct? We can talk strategy for a minute before I play this, if anyone's got... Uncommon fancy words and anything sad, right? She's sad. We need to pick sad words. This is the nail that sticks out. Okay, Lee just says we got it. Tell me. Okay. This is the poem that we're doing today. We're doing a poem. All quiet in class. I can hear you down there. So that's the poem today. Hang on, it's gonna play another one. No more poems. That's enough poems. Okay. Hang on. Let me get the browser back. There we go. So we did manage to make. I skipped that by accident. We managed to make Yuri happy more times, but Sayori likes everything. I can't make her not like it. I don't know, ghosts. Maybe someone can vet this link for me. Was the bright green Crocs what brought? Do Space Marines wear bright green Crocs? Oh, is it just kind of the shape, the silhouette of the big raccoon suit? Okay, if Legis can vouch for your link, I'll click it. But we've already written the poem. That's what we've written today. We were trying to impress Yuri. Because unless Ghosts has some strong opinion that he can share with the class, Yuri's the one. Yuri's favourite here. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Yeah, sure. You can link here. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. Oh, it's YouTube. That's probably... Okay. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival, too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Is that a 10 out of 10 link? Hang on. Okay.
We can't expect God to do all the work.
There we go. That was the link. I didn't capture it, but you get most of the effect, I believe. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Oh, that's... Monica's... It was Natsuki saying that. I'm trying to do voices. Sometimes the wrong person will have the wrong voice. Squid. That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because I hate when the animes argue. It destroys me. It's right in your name. I don't get it. Monica. Eh. Agreed. No. No, don't get it. Okay. Let's just move on. The more time we try and think about what the animes are saying, the more time we're not making them finish saying things. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Okay, that's cool. Got it. She's the one who breaks the fourth wall. It's great. Question mark. Ah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? The stupid laugh. Fine, fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Ah. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Yuri shows me a big smile. Pictured. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Are you fine, Legis? Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. Did I ask? I'm glad everyone's fine. This is good. Yeah, I didn't want to say if you didn't want to say. But I do worry that Legis is not fine and is just putting on a brave face for everyone. But the conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some papers at her desk. Spruce, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading it into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down a desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Spruce. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. We're trying not to go on the Sayori path, but it's so hard. It's so hard. I'm pouring drinks. It takes 2 different giant bottles. Hang on. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Please ignore the sound. That probably got picked up. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. Random exclamation mark. Which is why I emphasized problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. You gotta remember, is just just a weird sound. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Spruce. We are always in the classroom. We will never leave the classroom. This is our life. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Are we stuck? Can we not leave the Sayori train? It's already departed the station. Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. You can tell the poets, geez. What? No way! Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been. Than it always has been. Ehehe. You're so funny, Spruce. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. Ellipses. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I don't know what Ma's saying. I'm scared. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Is that eheheing? Oh no! It's infected. It's spread. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori's sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. Excuse me. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from here. It's such a large classroom. The acoustics in here are terrible. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her. It's still happening. And to have fun with everyone else. Oh, I don't know what Amar said. Is the descent amongst the ranks again? Amari's now holding Legius at gunpoint. My emails are so garbage. I think I only have P2's ones now, actually. Yeah, you need to kind of squint for this one. No, Legius, get out of the way. I'll block the bullet. Oh, God, it hit me. I'm dying now. Oh, I did it for you, Legius. Avenge my death. If anyone's watching the VOD of this on YouTube, you missed a great bit. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. That's fine. Exactly how much do I care about her? That I'm letting this weigh me down so much. It's fine, I can go all day. I can take many bullets. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. I have not unmuted Doki Doki again. That's fine. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Great idea. Before I know it, everything's back to normal. I don't know if I managed to block those bullets or if Amal's just shooting me over and over. That could also be what's happening. It's just making sure. It's just putting the whole magazine in. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to first? It's Yuri. I wanted Shirley this time. Yo, okay. If you're following me on YouTube, all I do is upload the VODs. But hey, I'm happy to have you. I do. Sometimes I'm like, maybe if I feel really bad for a while, I'll continue a YouTube series. Oh, also, most of my YouTube videos I did before it were just VODs. I have a garbage microphone. They are unwatchable. Unless you've sent me something on YouTube. I don't know how that's possible. We're gonna show the poem to Yuri. Okay, I'm gonna cut my microphone for one moment. I said that after I'd already cut the microphone, so I'm repeating it. We're back. Just doing stuff. Real life stuff. Spruce. This is wonderful. I spent more time picking the words then, so how did everyone like the poem? The tragedy of Robbie's belt buckle. She loves it. I can feel the emotion that you poured into it. Is this the result of trying what I suggested yesterday? Yeah, I guess so. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more feeling. I think Natsuki's gonna absolutely love the poem though. We've burned the bridges there. that guy who are Aggie in chat, he would be distraught. Really want to try giving it more feeling. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Even her hands. Good grief. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Oh, God. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. There's 3 of us here all saying she's best girl. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Ellipses. For some reason, Yuri doesn't respond. We have sad music now. Yuri. Yuri smiles sadly. Spruce, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. She's... Oh god, not again. Oh, I thought you were out of ammo. Oh no. She's happy, sad, that we took her advice so well. She loved the poem. She was so distraught about Robbie's belt buckle. Books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Spruce. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Spruce. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. God, Legis, no, not you two. I read too deeply into things, but every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others, but that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I'd make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way. Yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Her eyeballs disappeared again. Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time, she's smiling as she does it. Do you want me to show me your poem? Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me go get it for you. Wow. We did not join this club of our own volition. And we all... Every day we decide, we think about backing out. We are here against our will. We're here because P2 made us. Beach. Hang on, let me take a drink before. I do hate her writing. I marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath grey rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest would The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, well, you can wet any... Where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome's the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my piece to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. The wordplay of the sand being the ultimate boundary, the surely alluding to the common saying, line in the sand. That might be an actual wordplay, maybe? An attempt at? I'm aware the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles, our thought process. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thank you for sharing. As well as being the tallest anime, Yuri does also have the tallest hair of all the animes, which is also pretty fire. We do approve of that. Next is Monika. Monika's the closest one to a normal person. But she does break the fourth wall a lot, which is kind of... Yeah, I agree. As you might tell from the colour my name shows up in when I'm shot repeatedly. Purple's my favourite colour. Hi, Spruce. Have you thought about what you wanted to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Ahaha. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monika take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Great job, Spruce. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Possibly. Is the belt buckle broken? Because I can't remember what I said. Did it break because it's plastic? Or is it because I can't count on anything? I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? I don't mind, Legis. I love purple. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes things... I like half of the words I tried to impress Yuri with, Sayori liked instead. It's terrible. I hate it. Who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. I think some of the words I clicked were like sad, which probably Sayori. She's explained it now. It makes more sense to me. But before, I had no idea what was happening. I was so worried. I was trapped in the Sayori hell with no possible escape. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright, I guess. Jeez. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning. All purpose. And all that was ever sought. Hi, P2. We lost at Shogi very quickly, I'm afraid. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day, I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful day. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Dog shit. Nothing. Yeah, at least we're here with the animes. At least we've got Yuri, the best girl. Ooh, Amar's changed colour. It's crazy. You know? What? Wait, Doug was hit? I don't know. Amar's colours changed back. What? You scared me. This is crazy. P2, everyone keeps shooting me in chat, and now they're rusing me. I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's why I wrote about this. I see. I never really put much thought into it. Oh, you missed the poem today. Does P2 need to see the poem that we're showing everyone? It wasn't my fault. By the way, we've repurposed one of your emotes. You see, here's what. If you squint, I've now been shot 3 times. There's 3 new holes. Oh god, it's happening again. Okay, well, oh god, I can't do it all day. I'm not performing monkey. But we do need to show the poem. Oh, I've got messages on YouTube. Did I? That's not the poem. I gotta go back 1 poem in this playlist of just poems. Okay. Please stop shooting me for 1 moment. Okay, here's the poem. We're gonna play at 1.25 times speed since we've already seen it. Yuri loved it, by the way. I think the bright green crux must have clinched it for Yuri. Yes, it's Robbie Ratcliffe cosplaying as Tom Nook. These are gamer poems. They liked the deep meanings and the metaphors in the poem. Everyone loved it. Is it just a sign that I can depend on nothing? By the way, this has 500 views and they're all me. I mean, not literally, but you know, basically. EGI were amazing. Is anyone here familiar with Alan Resnick? If not, Wham City Comedy. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because Alan Resnick is amazing. No more. Is this bullets? What are you adding 500 of? I'm scared. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. Okay, yeah, 500 more views. No, don't shoot me. It's fine. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Oh, it's happening again. We're doing this all stream. It's going to take twice as long. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. All my writer friends shoot me repeatedly in chat, and it's terrible. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. The next best girl is Natsuki, although that one guy disagreed. The only reason she's not bottom is because Sayori's also here. Oh, man. This is seriously a step backwards. Eh? I liked your last two way better than this one. She hated when we were picking all the Yuri words. She hated it. She didn't like the belt buckle. She didn't like Tom Nook. Just the whole thing. Yeah, you like... You're Team Yuri, guy. I know you're Team Yuri. You've got a whole document on it. Sayori sucks. Sayori sucks, though. I mean, I guess I can't be mad at you for trying different things. As long as you're not just trying to impress Yuri or something like that. Gross. Okay. Like you said, I'm allowed to try new things. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? No, gross. It's not like that I care. It's just one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's... It's not like you'd actually do that. Be scared away? Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Gah. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. She follows up with a spinning kick. Before I can react, she's already preparing the people's elbow from the tallest desk. Maybe I'm not... No, that was an attempt at words. Maybe I won't mind scaring you off anyway. Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry. I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That's the anime word the other guy said. It's scary. I don't... That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of... She's a bully is what she is. She's like 3 feet tall. She's just badass. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds a poem out to me like nothing even happened. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today, I have a special place. A beach for us to go to. Stop with the anime words. I never thought about it like that. That's terrifying. Sorry. A shore reaching beyond your sight. A sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. Go and glow. I got it. This is rhyme scheme in this one. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. What the heck's going on in chat? Hang on. Okay, we got, I picked up on that also. We got Earth is the center of the universe. True, definitely. Japan is the center of the universe. It's where all the animes have spawned from. We have to destroy them. Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach. Can't believe they made Japan from the anime as a real thing. OMG. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's... Geez, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. Ugh, you can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. We also had Lee just ruined by Day twice in the same sentence, ruining his immersion. But they're bad poets. My immersion is made solid by this. All of it? We have to read all the words the animes are saying. If it's not... Have we had this before? The skip button's grayed out. At the very least, it was good practice. Anyways, she's gone now. We're stuck with Sayori. I'm hoping one of these days it ends before we have to talk to Sayori. It never does. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Eh? 2 question marks. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Spruce. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. I think I'm doing the Monica voice for Sayori, but I've forgotten the Sayori voice. Was there a Sayori voice? Are they all just my voice? Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. I think the Sayori voice is just the Monica voice slower. Yeah. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Okay, you three. I hope not. Jeez. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out? Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? There? Something did sound a bit unusual. Oh wait, was that not Yuri? That's right. You deviate from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. 2 U's and then an ellipsis. Ugh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah. It seems you're right. Sigh. The word sigh. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. What? Natsuki, please show some decency. You can't mention pee in Yuri's presence. P2, hide. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously. Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. What? Who? That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. Look, I just do what the text says. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavours. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Does Monica ever answer a question that's aimed at her, or does she always just go around it? I think this has happened more than once. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, ellipses. Yuri, you can... And, What? Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Her eyeballs disappeared. It's terrible. That time it was Monica. We can shoot Monica. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be the leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? False. False. Wrong. So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere, and no one will be able to read the banners. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Spruce. The one who is truly useless. Oh, that would be... I thought it was Monica. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It'd probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I'd be really appreciative of that. Ah, that's... Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like this? Ah, I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you'd like to handle the baking on your own. Spruce may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Spruce to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't. Just what do you think? The animes are arguing again. Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Spruce to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said... I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. I'm trying to give Natsuki a deeper voice than Spruce. Spruce, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Legis has got. Ah, of course. Probably. I mean, I'm not... If a majority says we want to give Monica a chance, then we could swap. Natsuki is obviously off the table. She just gave us a Hurricane Rana from the top rope this session. That bridge is burned. Okay. Amar's shot me again, so I think we're pretty obviously going with Yuri. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me. 3 choices, one of them is correct. But of course I'm going with Sayori. Why if I click that though? How many times would I be shot? Why if I'd have just done it? It's Yuri. Yuri's the correct answer. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. Do we get headpats for picking Yuri? We get bullets for picking wrong. We get headpats for picking right. Positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement. This is good. We'll learn. No. I was just saying... Ugh. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Spruce? Yeah? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I'd be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited maybe not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Spruce? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Ellipses. Natsuki. What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Spruce picked me. There's a good... Chat is why. Also, tallest anime. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing, but I'm gonna say this. You better bet my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event. Which is gonna make... Natsuki's gonna become more and more northern as the game progresses. Ah, I believe you. Yeah. I'll see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. I think I got through a day in one stream. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. Is this really what we're doing? I turn around. Sorry. I realised that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Ah, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Amor approves. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, no. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house, since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. This whole thing, if you write writing advice, if you ever write a dialogue like this, a conversation like this, and they're just like, hey, I want to go to your house. Well, I was going to go to your house. That's fine. You can go to my house. I'll do that. That whole paragraph means don't write this paragraph. Just get rid of it. Just delete. It's fine. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Spruce. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you might have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. You're the tallest anime. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Lee just knows. It's just... we're just going down circles. Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. She's thinking so hard that we can see. She's on the verge of a breakthrough. The gears are turning. She just sits down, grits her teeth, goes to a mind palace. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Eh? I didn't realise. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. A blood vessel pops in her forehead. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took a tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof, even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. We're good Yuri wranglers at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. Amar is so excited right now. It's already Sunday. I'm going to take a quick break now that it's Sunday. We've got through a whole day. I think that day was slightly shorter because there were no weird bit in the middle where Sayori went off to headbutt a bunch of desks. Jeez. Hang on. I was trying to reach for my headphones while reading chat, and I couldn't find them. We're inviting. We're trying to matchmake for Amor here. We're trying to set him up. Here's how much of a gamer I am, and why I just said "geez" and then walked out of the room because I didn't want everyone to laugh at me, but I'm gonna say it now anyway. In response to invite her to smash your bro, I thought, wonder who Yuri had made in Smash. I'm terminal. The answer's math. I also thought about that. We kept going, did the thought. Yuri's a math man, definitely. I'm thinking of Melee. If we introduce the rest of the roster in Ultimate, maybe there's some kind of variant that makes more sense. Open to suggestions. What am I reaching for? I'm reaching for something. It can't be my headphones because I'm wearing them. Never mind, I'm sure it's not important. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. This is how normal people think she's Legis. Legis agrees. Legis is on my side. We're strategy buddies. We're real gamers. We play games that you need to play like 100 hours and you're still bad at them. Off stream. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. I'm not. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? Is this when your belt buckle broke in Animal Crossing and it led to you dying 7 times? Tragic. I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. I'd prefer not. Rather than asking, I simply tell her, I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. Sayori's basically like... Sayori's like an idiot child. But it's like they wanted Sayori to be your younger sister, but they didn't have the guts to put incest in the game. That's what I think. I'm saying it. This is the power dynamic Sayori fans are looking for. This is the kind of person. Disgusting. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Spruce. P2 agrees. P2 is... P2 has stopped responding. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. There's like, the books are slightly arranged slightly wrong. They're all slightly askew. Everything else is pristine, frankly. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Ehehe. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it up for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over anyway? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. I can't. Zoom and enhance, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what we're looking at. I'm not there yet. Is this a thing if you played the game through? Is this an Easter egg? Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. That is a calendar. Is this the mess? The calendar is slightly ripped. There is a month crossed out. We noticed the month crossed out. It's fine. Maybe she's just not feeling that month. November? Okay, February? I don't know. I see. P2 was clipped. They didn't have the guts to put incest in the game. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Is it? If it's only the one with 28 days, then it's February. But we can't... I refuse to zoom in on the... It's fine. If it's an Easter egg like that, it'll be not a leap year, so February will have 28 days. Sayori stares in a random direction. That's how you let people know that. It's just a puzzle thing. So you let people know that you're talking about months when you just show numbers. I don't know what I'm talking about. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Spruce. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Ehehe. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ahaha. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Spruce. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. This is the strangest conversation I have ever read. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? Ehehe. You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Spruce? Yeah, no worries. It is 4:30, but we'll give it a go. If we're near the end. How long's it? Is it a full day? We'll try. We'll see where we get. I'm hoping that's where Cthulhu shows up. That's where the thing happens. I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. This is the universe punishing me for the incest comment. It's a little late, but, you know, I got nothing going. It's fine. I'll be fine. Legion... it's fine. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this far from me this entire time that I've known her? Kept this from me the entire time that I've known her. Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Motherfucker! I need a minute. Did I read that wrong? Just so you know, folks, if you're ever talking to someone with depression, you want to know the worst possible thing you could say in any given situation. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Spruce. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have had to waste your effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Ahaha. I hate the MC so much. I shouldn't have called him Spruce. I should have named him after my worst enemy. I should have called him P2. Jokes. That's why I wanted so badly. Please don't shoot me. Don't shoot, it was jokes. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. We found out why picking the sad options also Sayori likes it. Yeah, that was the thing. Putting the blame on her. Yeah, that was the worst possible move. That's awful. Like someone opening up to you because they think they're in a space. Someone's only going to open up to you like that if they think they're in a safe enough space. So, and it's like a big deal. Just saying like, oh hey, you fucked this up by the way, it's a lot. Potentially, someone in this conversation, someone in this stream knows a little bit, knows a thing about depression. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then, I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club. It feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path needs to nothing but hurt. Ahaha. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Spruce. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Ah, Spruce. Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. Am I on the Sayori path still? But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Spruce. Sayori isn't hugging back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Spruce, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I hate MC. Every single time MC has been around Sayori. Part of it might be me projecting, but a lot of it, certainly in the earlier game, it's just been like, oh, Sayori's here, great. What an asshole. Jeez, I'm gonna have to look after her or she's gonna bang her head on every desk in the building. I'll get mad if you don't. Weird? I didn't realize I paused on that also. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Spruce. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. You can tell she's a poet. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I'm definitely on the Sayori path. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? Oh, okay. So this just always happens. Jeez. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I've been working... I don't know. Chat spoilers say that I don't have to worry about being on Sayori path yet. This relief. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. And we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. Let's just move on. That didn't happen. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Happy music again. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri! Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got you. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the door. You always could have texted me. If I'd known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I would have just... Hold that thought, Sayori. Gotta run. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. Should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you, not pictured. That's right. Did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. What would MC do? The boxes would pop up. Stay with Sarah. No, I don't think boxes would pop up. I think he's just gone. I think he's out of there. Do you think he was so nice to Sayori because that's like the last thing that happened, and otherwise he'd It's so clean. Is it? I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No. I'd be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. I think the order that we've picked the animes in. So like, if he's talking to Natsuki, there's not another thought in his head, and then if Sayori Sayori's the bottom. There's not another thought in his head. Then if Natsuki, Monica, or Yuri say text him immediately, that takes over and he goes to them. My desk doesn't have drawers. My desk is terrible. It's tiny. It's broken. I don't have nice things. So, should we get started? I have a drawer with just a notepad in. That's like, I have nothing in my room. And I have a cabinet with Warhammers in. Like she was gonna open. You know what? The Warhammer cabinet is glass. The front of it. She'd be able to see the Warhammers immediately. As soon as she walked in the room. I'd be destroyed. All of my street cred gone. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. Yuri's a lot of work. Maybe we should... I don't want to scare anyone. Maybe we should be Team Monica. I thought that was gonna get... I was having a very good reaction there. Already typing out the dead emotes. Which is not... I'm sorry I repurposed your emote, by the way. Oh god, that's nowhere near enough. Some of the bullets hit the same holes. It's something I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. We're stuck on Team Yuri. We've decided. Everyone's made up their mind. No need to panic. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through a bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. Oh god, it's happening again. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. Not listening. What's the one thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favourite contributors to a positive atmosphere. So the reason Yuri's a math man, Yuri would definitely pick a top tier. Like, we're talking melee still. Yuri would definitely pick a top tier. Because she'd try and like master the craft. She'd really be trying to get into it. And math is a character that tries to keep a specific distance from the other fighter. I think I did a good job of picking Yuri's Smash character. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Yeah, covering up windows is always a little bit weird. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Packing spools over here. Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. Hang on. My drink ran out. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What'll those be used for? Before, like all the million lockdowns, I went to I was going to this thing where this dude was teaching me origami. I kind of just went because Mario? Get out of town. No way. You didn't play Mario. Are you a Mario? Why is Mario? Here's a word. You got me. Anyway, I spent like most of a year learning origami once a week. And I still don't know how to do origami. I'm so bad. Garbage. I don't know how to do like even the basic ones. He was a place I was volunteering, and when we did lunch, he was trying to teach me origami. Well, I'm gonna cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. I mean, I can fold a paper in half once. Wouldn't that be beautiful? I tried to show someone else how to do origami when that guy were away, and they could do it, but I couldn't. They didn't know how to do origami. That was their first time ever trying it. And it was like a really simple one that I think I'd already done, but I probably needed the guy to help me out. It'd also catch the eye of those passing by the room. I have a gift for failure. Nobody fails like I do. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Ooh, is that new? Is this a new laugh? Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me? Or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Spruce. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Hey, this is a designated Yuri stream. I've been shot many times this stream for speaking out against the course things are taking. This is how it has to be. It's been established. I'm outvoted. I don't know how MC manages to... he's just kind of a dumb asshole. All the time, forever, to everyone. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then, she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary knife. This is a knife. It looks really fancy. Well. Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're gonna think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. It's a CSGO skin. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Again, I'm a big nerd. I'm a big gamer. So I was like, oh, it's like a Dwarf Fortress artifact. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. Ugh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Ahaha! You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. Yeah, it's menaces with spikes of bismuth. I was gonna make a joke like that, but I didn't. I was like, Legius might get it. P2 and Amor will call me a doc. Yeah, gamers love Gex. That's not true. No one likes Gex. Just want to also mention, I do not like gamers. This is not that kind of gamer. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Ahaha. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Anyway, I've got a space in my hat for Bubsy as well. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. I touch the sharp part to see if it's sharp. Oh god, my finger, ow! Spruce, why did you do that? When Legius was saying a minute ago, how does this guy continue to exist? Dunno. I didn't expect it to be sharp. I barely touched it. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. It's almost as bad as the time I found out fire was hot. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah! Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. She's a vampire. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Are we still Team Yuri? Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri! That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. Okay, everyone. I understand. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. 3 U's and then a H. Ugh. An understandable accident. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Spruce, did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew it would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. I think we've blown it, guys. It's over. We're gonna have to... Look, it's fine. We can recover. I hear Natsuki is perfect for Weeb. Everything Weeb could want. You're so weird, Spruce. Yuri giggles shyly. Never mind. False alarm. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. You missed that one, P2. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Oh god, are we still... This keeps going? Yeah, not pictured. Door curtain. I forgot, I missed one. Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. We'll create a banner in a moment. Quick break. This is a long scene. Back. It's 4:51 a.m. here. How long do we have to go for? It's a little late. I'm just looking at what Legis is Sherlock Holmes in the room. We're creating a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tables. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolour paint tables. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put in each of the tablets in. Why are the paint What's a paint table? See, it's getting to me. If it's real soon. Damn soon. We're coming up on 5 a.m. I mean, I have nothing tomorrow. It's fine. I just worry that if it gets late, people are going to wake up and come ask me what I'm doing. And I'll be playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water? I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. I am... Is it after the Yuri combo? This is fine. We can do this. We can do another half an hour. It's fine. No need to rush. And it'd be weird to stop here and then play for half an hour before the thing happens next time. Taking Yuri's advice, I decide to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri. Yes. I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, putting it back over her arm. Ah, nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? Can I just... Yuri self-harms, right? This is what we're orbiting around. This is... We were already kind of there with the poems and the knives. I mean, before even the knife came out, she was talking about knives. This is why I thought Yuri was the sad one, but then Sayori was also the sad one. No, not all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the pen. Is this just one of those big conversations where nothing happens? Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into these cups. Good grief. Thank you, Chungalicious. Amari's not going to be able to contain himself. So, I thought we'd do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. Starting with the colours for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. This is every colour. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall, behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colours across the banner to serve as a colour guide for when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. That were dialogue. I should have said it and it's fine. Painting on a banner with watercolours feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel the way I do. That way too. It's the same thing. It's fine. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. It's just like when I can spend time with one other person. I'm messing it up a lot now, but it's fine. We're gonna get to the thing. Even if it's something simple, like reading, doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. Let me tell you about my Japanese animes. I think I feel the same way. I know exactly what you mean, Yuri. It's just like my Japanese animes. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. But I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. I deliver a fierce Glasgow kiss to Yuri. Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. A Glasgow kiss is a headbutt. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. I assume no one would know that because no one else is from the UK. Because it's 5 AM here. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel. Then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Ah, is something wrong? It's hot. I didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. I thought it'd be clear from context, but I'm also using strange Britishisms, and I thought I should probably... The weirdest... No, we'll get into Cockney rhyming slang at some point. doesn't even make sense to English people, but weird bits of it bleed out into actual language that people use. It feels really nice. I don't know what that means. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. Does that mean I'm up too late? Does that mean I should go to bed? She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Careful, Amor. Cool it. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. Did that say half through? What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist send a tingling sensation through my arm. Yuri for president. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Ah. Thank you, Chungalicious. Emotions. Got it. I'm very tired. We're just getting to the thing and then I'm going to be able to sleep. It's fine. Yuri slowly pulls away. It doesn't help that all of my friends are Australian and we're never awake at the same time. Except for Amar, who was in Brazil. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. MC is actually a door and every girl is hallucinating. Like the door in the background of all the things. Are we different doors? Or how are we door? How can a door be so rude to you? Do we hit everyone who walks through on the back? Yuri picks up her brush again. But her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. The opposite ends of the planet. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't it take a while? Are we going to stand here watching paint dry? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. Then have you bring it in the... I got it. It's fine. I'm very awake right now. MC is the worst person ever. This has been established. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. Ahaha. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we'd have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it'd be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I will not be pulling an all-nighter. But if we get to the good part and then I come off, there'll be more incentive for me to play this again rather than putting it off. I was hoping there'd be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah? So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all the things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. Sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Okay, we'll get there. Don't worry. We don't need to rush. We're fine. And then we're going to bed after it. 3 or 4 games ever that I've stayed up. Stayed up to like the next day playing, and one of them is now Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, this already happened. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait! I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want. You can come over, or we can go out somewhere? Ah, I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Spruce. One is RimWorld. I can't think of any others right now because I'm tired, but one's definitely RimWorld and one is Doki Doki Literature Club. Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead's one of them. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Whoa! Jeez! I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori. There were a lot of noises. Oh, Amor's nervous. It's fine, she's gone back now. She can't hurt us at this distance. Hi, Spruce. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Spruce. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so... So that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so... I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. It's all awkward. It's all animes. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know. How much fun you were having with Yuri. And how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Jeez. Why am I feeling this way, Spruce? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is being split in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Spruce. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden you're making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Spruce. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. I don't know what to say. So, we have a rigorous structure of animes. We can't really tell her that she's the bottom tier. Can we link the... It's probably in the wrong time. But we could link the incest clip. But... Sayori. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Spruce, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Good grief, that's a bad pun. Not in the game, obviously. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm gonna give you. Sayori. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. P2. P2. This is Yuri country, okay? If you don't like it... Yeah, that were a bit much. I know what you need was a little gross. But P2, this is Yuri country. I'm gonna make a diagram. And I'm gonna send you the diagram. There's an order to these things. It's Yuri, it's Monica, it's Natsuki, then it's Sayori. Why am I getting shot for that? I'd have got shot if I hadn't done that. There's no winning move. Also, I got shot more times than that. There's an extra shooter on the grassy knoll. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me, I know what's best, and what'll make you happy in the end. I promise, I'll help get things back the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Yeah, this guy sucks. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? I switched voice in the middle of that one, you might have noticed. They both start with the same letter, and I'm dyslexic. I don't always look straight at it. Sometimes I try and get out of the side my eye corner. When it's Spruce and Sayori, it's tricky. For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing. You're also right that I just want it to go back to the way... You keep saying that. You said that 100 times. To the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Spruce. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So... Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Clutching her head. Give it a go. I'm not sure you can do worse in general, because I think if you were trying to make a mess of it, they'd know that you were deliberately being antagonistic. I think this is the worst you can do if you're talking to a depressed person. I think this is legit the worst. There is no worse move. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. Like, if someone's being a dick to you, they're just... A person's being a dick to you. It's not the same thing. This is very manipulative and also extremely awful. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. No, I did everything. I did everything right. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort... The like... this is gross. This whole thing's gross. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different.
Yes.
I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way they were. Maybe if we'd said that we love her, that would have been... maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. And I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Did he... Okay. Of all days, I expected this would be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Spruce! You're the first one here? Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be ones she prepared that have all... They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. Jeez. So that's the one I'll be performing. I did not see that. Was something happening? Are you playing tricks on me? Is this a ruse? I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy, that idiot, that garbage person. Okay, Amor was indeed rusing me. Yeah, my friend said she was horribly depressed and then stopped taking my calls. It's fine. She's just a dumb idiot who can't do anything right. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. For the first time, I remember what she said. I wasn't thinking about it. I was thinking about Yuri. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Spruce. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But... I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica has broke the fourth wall a lot of times. Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she'd practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head. 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 Get out. We're doing all of them. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Okay, that's enough. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing the poem. But poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Scared P2. Ah. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. I get a pit in my stomach. Not I feel something in the pit of my stomach. I grow a pit of... Spruce, what's wrong? Ah, nothing. It's fine. The poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori. Ah, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. That's why we had to extremely, in a lot of words, establish that we can just walk in the house and we don't need... It's fine. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? Or an older brother? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. Chat. I gently open the door. Two people. Oh, that were Monica. Jeez. Didn't see that. I thought there were two different people coming up with the same pun to ruin this moment. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I should have tried harder for that one. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. What did I do that? Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? Wait till the end of the game. It's fine. This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. We're doing this one blind. Thank you for the offer, Chungalicious. Definitely would like to see the things at the end. Yeah, this guy sucks so much. If I just spent more time with her, that would have been the opposite of help, my dude. Walked her to school? Gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship? Then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. When he was saying I know what's best, especially when he was saying it to her, that's like really emotionally manipulative. Especially when he was doing that and then like, oh, this is, you should have told me, this is your fault it's got like this. That was, woof. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now, I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. Never. I understand. Never. Ah, that's the end. Okay, that's the end of Doki Doki Literature Club. We're free. Next time we'll be playing a different game. Because this game is finished. Thank you everyone for being here. Whew. We got through it, folks. The animes, the bickering, the dang nonsense. Jeez. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So thank you all for being here as I finished Doki Doki Literature Club. Glad to cross this one off the docket, honestly. It was a little bit... It's not my kind of thing. Gonna be honest. P2, it said the end. It said the end. What do you want? What do you want, Amar? No, I've actually finished the game. So if I started it again now, Especially when it's 5:30. Yeah, we're going to sleep. Legis knows. We're going to sleep now. This is sleeping time. This is the time when we sleep. Next time, Amor. I mean, not next time because this game's finished. But we'll play Bubsy or something, and we'll start a Bubsy game for you in your honor. The next Bubsy game we play is definitely gonna be. It's gonna be unmissable. Maybe we could do another playthrough of Gex. Good night, everyone. This has been Doki Doki. But it's finished now, and it is no longer Doki Doki. You can't stop me. The bullets aren't real. I tricked you. Oh, actually. Fruity strong! Bullets bounce off me. Good night, everyone.